Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? It is Z3Nation here, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be talking about For Honor, and I'm going to be talking about how to get better at fighting in the PvP system. Before I get into that, guys, if you are new around here, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe down below. Also, if you'd like to follow me on Twitch, that'd be great, because that's where I mainly do all my streaming, and I'll be very grateful if you do. Thank you very much. Disclaimer, I am not one of the best fighters in For Honor. I'm okay, I'm pretty decent, I know what I'm doing, I know the basics, how to play. I'll just show you basically what I know about the game. Okay, so when I started playing For Honor, the first thing I decided that I wanted to learn was how to parry, and how to perfectly time the parry every time, so that when it comes to me fighting the enemy, I will know when and when not to parry. This is good because this is one of the basic and most used mechanics in For Honor basically. So what I would recommend that you do for this is you go onto the new training mode, what they've added into For Honor, and fight against a bot on level 1 or level 2. Just basically practice your parries on something, just practice, because parrying will help you a lot when it comes to the actual game. Trust me, you don't want to end up like me in this footage here.
Is breaking.
Alright, so my next tip to you guys is learning how to counter guard break. Okay, so this is really important, alright? Half of the deaths, what happen in this game, are down to guard breaks, is what I found. Because when I first started, I did not know how to counter guard break or anything, so every time I just get guard break and absolutely wrecked in the corner. So pretty much, what I recommend you do is you go again into the training arena again and do it and try it again. But this time get the bot to only guard break you. But this on its own isn't enough to teach you how to counter guard break. See, the problem is with guard breaks is that they come during mix-ups usually. See, because that's the best way of getting someone stuck in a guard break. For example, like a berserker hit me 3 times and he was about to do an unblockable, feinted it and threw out a guard break. So because I knew how to counter guard break it, he was unable to do it, but anyone else probably would have fell into it. So what I would recommend you do is you go and play some duels or brawls, or just something that doesn't have many people, just you and some other person. And it's going to be annoying, honestly, it's going to really get on your nerves. It might even send you like in a raging form, like you might start shouting and stuff, but just take your time and just know when to counter guard break pretty much. Because if you figure out how to do that, and when you know when it's coming, then you can, every time someone does it to you, you'll be able to counter it, and then that'll just make you somewhat better fighter than I think about 60% of the people who play For Honor. Okay, so you've got the basics. You know how to counter guard break, you know how to parry. Now, the next step is learning how to feint. Now this is probably by far the easiest thing to do in the game, but it's so effective, honestly. Like, the amount of people I've tricked using just feints alone is unbelievable. So what you want to do is you want to press the right trigger and then follow it up with a cancel, which would be B on the Xbox controller. On the PlayStation it would be circle. I'm not quite sure on PC, but yeah, just figure out how to feint, because it's so easy yet so effective. Just trust me. Okay, so you've got the basics. You know how to feint, parry, and counter guard break. Now I'm going to move on to more advanced stuff. So once you've mastered the basics, I recommend that you move on to this section of the video. If you haven't mastered the basics yet, I recommend you go back to the start of the video and rewatch it and learn how to do those things, because they're the main 3 things what come into this game, what are really important in my opinion. Okay, so pretty much I'm going to show you guys how to counter each individual type of class. I can't go for each individual class because we'll be here all week. Okay, so pretty much let's start off with the vanguards. So these guys are like mediums in a way. They're not like lights, they're not heavies, but they're, I guess, medium. There's I'm not really sure there's a way to counteract them really, but the most effective way that I've found to counteract the vanguards is to play mind games with them, which consists of feints if you're a light, and if you're a heavy you can just, I guess, total up, wait for them to do something, and then dodge it or parry it or something, and then use it against them. Alright, so now with the heavies. The thing is with the heavies is that they're very defensive, I guess. Like, they wait for you to do the attack, and then they punish you for it. So what you want to do is you want to figure out how to get you to think you're going to attack somewhere, and then feint it and do something else. For example, if I was, let's say, the Warden, I would do a heavy, make the Warlord think I'm about to hit him with a heavy, and then jump forward and do a shoulder bash. See, this is really effective on its own because he didn't expect it, and I got free damage through it because he thought I was going to be doing an attack. So yeah, basically with the heavies is just take into account that they're very defensive, they're not an attacking type. Alright, so with the assassins, you gotta take into account that they're very fast 9 times out of 10, and they also don't do much damage 9 times out of 10, but it's very hard to keep up with them, basically, is what I'm trying to get across. So when you're fighting an assassin, what you want to do is you want to use the dodge and attack moves what they have to your advantage. So let's say, for example, this just goes for anyone who has the move where they can dodge to the side and hit you, basically. So what you want to do is you want to feint a top heavy and then parry them when they jump to the side and hit you. This is really good because when you parry them, you will either get a free top light or a free heavy. So yeah, that's really good for the assassins. And my last bit of advice for the advanced players is because you're going to be doing, well, most likely you'll be doing a lot more like swinging and movement and attacks. You'll be more of an attacker than a defender, if that makes any sense. So what I advise to you really is just keep an eye on your stamina. Stamina is the biggest thing that can get you killed in this game. Like, honestly, look at this clip here. You see, guys, I was fighting that Shigoki and I was doing pretty well. I mean, at least I think I was doing pretty well. I mean, some other guys look at me thinking, oh, that was really bad. But yeah, pretty much that's what I'm trying to get across, guys, is that you should keep an eye on your stamina because, as you saw, I was winning, and because of that one little error that I made of not keeping an eye on my stamina, that cost me that fight against the Shigoki. So yeah, just keep an eye on your stamina. Alright, so I've gone over everything that you should be doing in the game. Now I'm going to go over things that you shouldn't really be doing in the game. Like, you shouldn't be doing these things, because these things can cost you a fight. Alright, number 1. Do not try to parry when you're out of stamina, because people will use that to their advantage, and then when you do it and you go to parry them and they feint, they're unblockable, because then they'll just parry you and you'll fall on your ass and they'll get a top heavy or whatever they want to throw at you. Number 2. Do not try to take on big groups of people that are more than like 2 or 3. Unless you have no choice but to fight, do not try it, because 9 times out of 10 they will beat you, unless you get really lucky, which in some cases I have, but it's very unlikely. Number 3, never ever repeat yourself in the game. Once you've done like some strategy, once you get like some fighting style that you're happy and comfortable with, after a bit of time, if you just keep doing it, they will be able to read you like a book, and honestly, just trust me, if you repeat yourself over and over again, you will end up just losing every fight, because people eventually learn how you fight and they use that against you. And last but not least, don't attack when you're out of stamina, because this again leaves you vulnerable to get parried, put on your ass, and again, same repeat with the parry thing. Instead, just stand there and defend as much as you can until you get your stamina back. Then you go and do the attacks. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope this does help you in the long run. I'm not really sure if I did cover everything, but I think I did cover as much as I could possibly think of. So yeah, let me know in the comment section below if I did miss something, and I will probably do it in the next video. Anyway guys, I hope you all have a great day. Thank you all so much for watching the video. Don't forget to go and check out my Twitch in the description below, because I do stream regularly on there. If you want to see some further tips and tricks, I will post some on there as well. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much.